Pretty sweaty, but only in spots.
Ooh, which spots? Come on.
Under the arms.
Crotch?
Yeah, when you said it was hot, I suppose it's hot as my balls.
It's hot as my balls. When you sweat, where do you tend to sweat from?
Matt Damon has spent most of his life in the spotlight, where every word can be examined. Yet instead of becoming guarded, he has remained direct and unfiltered. And sometimes, that honesty creates his most unforgettable moments.
Hi, I'd just like to say that I think Matt Damon is really amazing in the fourth Bournemouth.
By the way, this is the best time I've ever had on the talk show.
Oh, yes.
I missed the last category. Did you win?
No, we didn't win, all right? And
that's a bummer.
the Emmy for direct...
No, it makes a lot of sense, but it's...
Matt Damon couldn't hide his surprise as he looked around the set of The Graham Norton Show and quickly turned being left out of the dress code into a hilarious moment.
Incidentally, thanks for sending the memo to everybody but me.
Well, yeah, that is odd, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird. I've never seen this color, and now I see it on 3 Men at Once. Just have a go at Matt night. I kind of cornered him, and I said, hey, tell me about this. Like, I'm afraid of heights. How did you do this thing? And he goes, and you've met Tom.
Yes,
I mean, he's very, like, you're the only person in the world.
Everything else, he looks you right in the eye.
But it's not even that everything else disappears for him. Everything else disappears for you. Like, it's just everything else went away, and suddenly I was
That's called falling in love.
It could be. It could be. It could be.
But I know exactly what you're talking about.
And he was like, because he really wanted to talk about it. He said, I've been dreaming of this shot for 15 years, of this sequence, and finally I had a chance to do it. And I goes, well, so how did it come to pass? And he goes, okay, so.
Emily Blunt brought up what seemed like an innocent comparison, but for Matt Damon, it touched on a story that had been building for years.
Oh yeah, we're really we're close, and I'm actually.
What?
Really...
Hold on a second. No. Let me talk to Taika. But I just did want to say that. Okay, now what? No. But you know what? This is getting ridiculous. You're not on the show. This does not count as being on the show.
Hey, this is what movie actors look like right here.
Yeah,
we didn't ride Adam Carolla's coattails, okay?
Is it true you go on vacations with him?
Well, he turned up at my house in Australia.
Oh, he did? Oh, really? Is that right?
Yeah, but I'm an open...
Things that no one wants him at,
No,
huh?
I know, just rolls up to events.
Does he stay in your house when he
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, no.
And his kids as well.
Wow,
They're nice enough.
I'm on the show.
How does that even work?
Huh?
You're manipulating this.
I hacked into the system.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Martian.
I've been here for a really long time, Jimmy. Decades.
Yes, I know
I learned
that.
a lot of stuff.
Stage and eat the duty potatoes that we made for you, okay? Yeah, all right. Now, you know what? Put up the screensaver.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, I have taken control of this show tonight. Normally, this program is hosted by... Tonight, it's being hosted by this. Well, look, this seems like a good opportunity to explain the origin of all the hatred and bitterness between me and Jimmy Kimmel. I think it's time people finally know. Jimmy bumps me from his show every night because Jimmy always wanted to be an actor. And unfortunately for him, I beat him out for every role that he ever truly wanted.
Matt Damon took his feud with Jimmy Kimmel to an entirely new level, with an entrance that caught the entire studio completely off guard.
Over the floor. I didn't even order this horse. I don't know what it's doing here. We're doing the show right now.
I need you to sign for it.
I don't want to sign. I just don't want it. I want to reject it. You can send it back.
Here, I'll sign for
Hey,
him.
what are you going to do with it?
Enjoy your horse.
Yeah, thank you. I don't want the horse in here. Can we get somebody to get the horse out of here?
I'm on your show. I'm promoting a new movie. It's coming out July 17th.
Did you do this movie specifically so you could sneak into this room in a Trojan horse? That is the saddest thing I've ever heard. Nope. What a loser you are.
I did this movie. That horse is a Trojan, which is something your dad should have used on his little wiener instead of having.
But tonight, you didn't run out of time for me, did you, Jimmy? No, I ran out of time for you. What's that, Jimmy? Huh? And his initials are M.D. That's right. The doctor is in. We don't want to miss the opening sequence. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da.
Guys, what's up, everybody? I'm on the show! Yes!
How do you approach playing a real person compared to playing a fictional character, okay?
Their rivalry wasn't limited to the studio. Even through a screen, Jimmy Kimmel still managed to push Matt Damon's patience to the limit.
The thing is, when you approach any role as an actor, the first thing you do is you're going to want to talk to, if you can, the person that you're going to play. You want to talk to the people around the person.
Oh, no. Problem with the Wi-Fi. Matt, can you hear us? Matt, we lost you when you were talking about your approach to acting. I think.
Spend time not just with the person that I'm playing, but also the people around. Just
Gosh, he's stealing the neighbor's Wi-Fi? Is that,
So acting is an art. It's not a science.
Go on.
Hang on. We're gonna pull something dumb like you're such a child. I'm so sick and tired of dealing with your hot dog. Am I an actual hot dog right now? You know what? Why don't you take your little question and your little show and shove it up your big hairy ass? Where the Celtics were playing the Lakers, and I got tickets and through our agent, and was Mark Wahlberg I got 2 seats, Mark got 2 seats, and so we were sitting by each other. And Phil Jackson, the Celtics went on a run, and Mark and I were next to the Lakers bench, like we had such incredible seats, and we jumped up, and we're probably a little jumped, called a timeout, and turned and literally said, "You're gonna have to bleep this." And he goes, "Sit down and shut the up."
Phil Jackson?
It was like, and we were like, we're in the,
cool.
This is the history of the Celtics, like extras.
You're in the history books,
yeah. It was great.
That's so fun. Congratulations on this. Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh.
Thank you.
You two star together on screen. Tell about this story. But by the way, it's so many twists and turns. You don't know what's going to happen. Who directed this?
It's Joe Carnahan.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Who also wrote it, and he spent a lot of time with this team down in Miami. They're called the Tactical Narcotics Team, and they raid these houses and they seize money, like money that's kind of from ill-gotten gains, like drug money or weapons money, and they down in Miami they have to count it on site. And so this is inspired by something that really did happen, where this team went in to hit a house thinking they were going to get, $70,000 or whatever was hidden there, because they have these dogs that actually smell money. They got a tip on this house. They went in. The dog alerted that there was something in there. They went in, and there was over $20 million in the walls of this house.
$20 million.
$20 million.
Not 70,000.
No, kind of stuck there because they have to count it on site.
You have to count every dollar?
And they know that people are probably going to come back for it. So that's the kind of the premise of the movie, where these guys, and it kind of tests their own, the loyalties within the team, because there's somebody corrupt, there might be a bad apple in the gang, and so
And what would you do in that situation? If you go in, you think it's 70 grand, it's 20 million. You're like, hey, if we all agree.
Yes.
That's kind of the poster for the movie.
If we all agree that we only found 70,000, let's go on vacation somewhere,
Yeah, exactly. It's.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks, fellas. Thanks to George Clooney and Snoop Dogg. I want to apologize to Matt Damon. We ran out of time for him, but we'll definitely try to work him in sometime. And supporting us for so long, we'll start all over again next week. Good night.
What the actual 20 years of this? This is.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's friendship has become legendary, but the way it actually started may still surprise you.
Who did you first meet?
I remember we were on Cottage Street, on his street, and my mom, I was new to the neighborhood, and my mom, because she knew your mom, she went over to say hi, and you were 8 and Casey would have been 5. But we knew each other. We'd see each other at the park all the time, and then in high school we became really close.
But the thing that was important to us principally was it also includes 1,200 crew members. Every painter, standby painter, greensman, cameraman, whatever it is.
Good for you.
So the more you guys watch this movie,
Not that we could suggest that you just leave it on, unless you're a good person.
we would never suggest that.
But I mean,
You would
your
never say to
actions will
turn
have
on
a
the
real
movie
impact.
and put it on loop and just play it and play it.
I wouldn't say
shouldn't
that. How our friendship started.
And this is when you would have the lunches, these acting lunches.
Business lunches, yeah, we called them business lunches. I was 16 and he was 14, and we would. There were 2 cafeterias. We went to a very big high school. There were 3,000 kids, and there was the main cafeteria, and then what they called the media cafeteria, which was a small cafeteria, and we would meet at the media cafeteria.
Of course.
And it'd be like, hey man, business lunch today? Yeah, I'll see you there at 12:30. And we get there, and we get our cheeseburgers, and we'd sit down, and we wouldn't have anything to talk about. We didn't have anything. So, what's going on?
That first kiss must have been unforgettable, because Matt Damon still remembers one detail.
What are you doing here, man?
What I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Well, I'm promoting my movie, Elysium. Look, man, I'm trying to do my job here. I have an interview I have to do, okay?
Me too. I have to do the junkie for my movie.
You're gonna do a junkie for your movie?
Yes.
You have a movie?
Yeah, I have a movie. Think you're the only actor who does movies?
What seemed like a normal interview quickly became a test of Matt Damon's patience once Guillermo entered the conversation.
Why am I even talking? Just take your thing. Just don't hurt the Elysium poster. Just get out. I made 2 movies this year.
Yes, I made 2 movies. I've been real busy.
So your second movie is called Ass Face, with an arrow pointed right at me.
Yes, man.
You didn't make any movies, did you, Guillermo?
No, Mr. Matt Damon, I don't have a movie.
Jimmy paid thousands and thousands of dollars to fly you from LA to carry a sign that says ass face with an arrow pointing towards me, double booking a hotel room so you could do this?
Jimmy's very rich. He can do whatever he wants.
Always this kind of talk around, well, should we plan for the next one? And for all of us making it, we're always like, no, we should get this one right, and then we're going to worry about the next one. And so for a long run. But it was never intended to be a James Bond like evergreen where you could even switch out the character and just send them on. Each one is a different bad guy.
Gonna sound made up, but it's actually true. I had, not to get too personal, but had negotiated extensively with my wife that I was taking time off. And I had been in Interstellar, and then Chris put me on ice for a couple movies. So I wasn't in the rotation, but I actually negotiated in couples therapy. This is a true story. The one caveat to my taking time off was if Chris Nolan.
In Good Will Hunting, Robin Williams improvised a story about his character's wife. Matt Damon's laughter was genuine, and so was the camera shaking.
She had all sorts of wonderful idiosyncrasies. She used to fart in her sleep. I'm sorry I shared that with you. One night it was so loud it woke the dog up. See, I didn't have the heart to tell her. Oh, God. She woke herself up. Yes.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Ted Koppel, just outside Madison Square Garden with Tyson. How does it feel?
My defense is impregnable. My offense is impetuous. I'm gonna hit him so hard.
Solanum tuberosum. That's the weirdest line I've ever had to say in a movie.
And perhaps the most remarkable thing about Matt Damon is that wherever he goes, he always finds a way to make the moment entertaining in his own unmistakable style.
So we're gonna cut there, man.
That's not a good shot of my ass. No.
Let's get a grip.
What do you say? This is potato porn.
Busting your eyes must be tough.
Flying. Burgers are flying in Baghdad.
Matt, you don't have to eat any more of that stuff.
Thank you.
Well, I might have tweaked it a little bit on my computer.
I don't know how to do this sort of thing.
Oh, well, Raven, now. Oh.
Anne Hathaway always appears like the perfect Hollywood star. Elegant, intelligent, and almost always completely in control. But sometimes, all it takes is one story told a little too seriously for her to instantly shift the entire energy in the room. One overly honest answer. One reaction she can't hold back. And suddenly the whole conversation goes in a completely different direction.
That is my Facebook update. And then the movie starts. And there's music.
No.
And there's a really great guy called Johnny Flynn. He plays the lead. He's really good.
And that happens when Anne Hathaway reenacts a scene from Interstellar. But the way she commits to it ends up making the entire studio laugh.
Because some movies, they do it in different ways. So how do they?
We were on a wire 80 feet in the air. Other times you were on the end of a gimbal like a seesaw. And other times I know you. Show your one leg move?
Yeah. Sometimes it was very high tech. I would stand on one leg.
Now, Matt,
and sort of float around.
I hear you're very good at it. Can you show us?
During a trivia game with Jimmy Fallon about The Devil Wears Prada, Anne Hathaway almost immediately sends the conversation off track after forgetting her own role in the movie.
I was working last week and I was on set and we were just passing the time. You seen that movie trivia game where it's cards and it just asks you questions?
Oh yeah, I've seen like they have a bunch of quizzes, like sports and movies.
I was just having one of those like runs where I couldn't miss. Yes. Like I just knew, and I was like surprising myself. And they were like, "Oh, okay, so junior executive assistant in Devil Wears Prada." I'm just like, Emily Blunt. And they were like, and it wasn't her, it was me. So.
When the topic turns to paparazzi, Anne Hathaway suddenly starts rapping like Lil Wayne in a way that leaves everyone unsure how to react.
I'm a paparazzi. I don't play no Yahtzee. I go pop, 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 pop. My camera's up your crotch. Call me scuzzy, making money. That's my job, celeb photography. What? Hell no, I'm not needy. Don't act so hotsy-totsy, bitch. I know that you from Jersey. Pop, 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 pop. Scream all you want, won't make me stop. Pop, I know you love to feel my pop.
On The Graham Norton Show, Anne Hathaway accidentally shifts the entire conversation after revealing a fact about Robert De Niro.
I didn't mean to, but I made the world believe that Robert De Niro is a fan of The Bachelor. And, he was being sarcastic in an email. One of our trailers or something was premiering in front of The Bachelor, and Bob said, "You bet your ass I'm a fan of The Bachelor," and I was like, this is such good goss about it. And now Bob has had to answer nonstop questions for this entire press tour about what a fan of The Bachelor is, what's his favorite season, what does he think of the rose ceremony. If you could all reach under your seat, you have a clementine under there. Okay. Over the holidays, we took a family road trip up coastal California. We found this amazing, like, former hippie enclave from the 60s. Secondhand bookstore, and I found a book in there by this guy who used to be really big called Dr. Q. He wrote a book called Citrus Healing. And it was all the ways that you can incorporate citrus into your life. One of the things was how to incorporate citrus into your meditation practice. And it was called Clementine.
Somehow, Anne Hathaway even manages to tell a completely ridiculous story about a tangerine in a way that makes both Ellen DeGeneres and the audience start believing it.
Okay, and then breathe out. Still doing it. You do a sort of, it's not quite an ujjayi breath, but in the back of your throat you go, can you guys do it? And then you breathe out. Can you do that? Yeah, just kind of like, ooh. Yeah, keep doing it. Breathe out. Do you guys feel a little bit better? Feel good?
That's impossible. I made the whole thing up.
Even while sitting next to Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway still has no problem saying exactly how she feels.
Tell the people why you were excited to work with Matthew.
There are a few reasons. I had been a fan for, a while, like many people. I remember sitting down with Chris, to talk about people, who are you gonna cast in it? And he said, well, I've been thinking about Matthew McConaughey. He goes, oh, you think that's a good idea? Have you seen Mud? And I said, no, I've seen Magic Mike. And Chris goes, oh, yeah, well, most people who have seen Mud think that, he's really And I'm just like, Magic Mike. Magic Mike.
She even shared the extremely awkward story of being invited to one of Matthew McConaughey's parties while sitting right next to him on live television.
And we got the date wrong, and so I showed up the day later, which is the day after the party. That one was like an 8. Showed up at the McConaughey's house in the middle of a Sunday when there was no party going on, thing outside of co-hosting the Oscars with James Franco.
He answered the door like.
Oh, he was the best, man. He knew how bad I felt, and he invited
Were you
us in.
dressed and ready for a party?
Well,
Right after Tom Hiddleston gave a surprisingly humble answer, Anne Hathaway almost immediately started teasing him.
This is truly remarkable for me to be sitting on this sofa with these people who have inspired me from when I was very, very young.
Oh, you're welcome. That I know. It's true. My favorite was when you called me an animatronic cock tease.
Yeah, because on that day you really look like it. But you called me a big-titted Russell Crowe.
You asked me to. No. You're misrepresenting that story. Rob was like, Annie, call me a big-titted Russell Crowe on this day.
Oh, did I make up that
You
joke?
did, for yourself.
Years after The Princess Diaries became iconic, Anne Hathaway finally revealed the awkward truth behind her perfect princess image.
Where I was at the top of the hill and they handed me a scooter and they said, okay, you're just gonna go down the hill, we've done it, it's totally safe. And then, and they said, and if you get nervous, just use the brake, it'll be fine. I picked up so much momentum, so fast.
Horrifying.
And so I just hit the brake immediately and rode the brake the entire time down. And I just remember I got to the bottom and I was like, that's good.
You're like, because I won't be doing that again.
They're like, do you want to go again? I'm like, if you got it, I don't want to waste the time.
On the Graham Norton show, Anne Hathaway's impression of Britney Spears was so accurate that the entire studio started looking around in disbelief.
Spears. This is an oldie but a goodie. Okay. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right here? I shouldn't have let you go. Now you're out of sight.
But even though the whole world loves Anne Hathaway's singing voice, the one person completely unimpressed by it is still her son.
But he apparently, is this true that he doesn't like you to sing at all?
He does not like my singing voice in the slightest.
Like, how does he react to you?
Well, like sometimes like he's very calm and I'm like, okay, this is it, this is the moment. Mama, no. No, Mama, no. And then like I'll give it a minute and I go and he goes, Mama, no. So I was taking him on the swings and I noticed that all these other kids, they were coming down the slide and it looked, really like an unusual slide. Like maybe it was built before I'll bring Johnny on the slide. So I go up to the top and they're little, but they were cutting in front of us. And I couldn't say anything because I'm an adult, but I was just like, all right. So anyway, I was going up to the side of the slide
Give him a little shove. And from there, Anne Hathaway somehow turned a sweet moment with her son at the playground into a story that became a lot less sweet afterward.
Because their moms were there. And then
worse.
as I'm going up slowly, the moms kind of start to recognize me. So then I get to the top of the slide, and just for any girls in the audience, and we're going down the slide, and now the moms are watching, and I'm like, okay, here we go. So we go down, but what I hadn't thought about was physics. Like, you have a 35-pound child going down, it's one speed. You have me and my son, it's like not 35 pounds, so we just go around the...
When the trio from The Devil Wears Prada reunited at SAG Awards 2024, Anne Hathaway almost immediately slipped back into her familiar back and forth with Meryl Streep.
Two things. I forgot my glasses. And the envelope. Age-old question. Where does the character end and the actor begin?
Well, as we've just seen, Meryl and Miranda Priestley are sort of like twins, right?
I don't think I'm anything like Miranda
No.
Priestley.
That wasn't a question.
Well, I wore a pink dress that I thought was absolutely stunning, and someone said it looked like a vagina. Wow.
Is that a bad thing?
I don't think so.
I mean, vagina dressing is a very good idea.
I thought it was
from time to
gorgeous.
time.
Represent. Yeah, exactly.
And even at the premiere of The Devil Wears Prada 2, Anne Hathaway quickly pulled Emily Blunt right back into their usual playful chemistry.
Jessica Pastor, my stylist, just sort of killed people at dawn for it.
Oh yeah, listen, I would never go up against Jessica Pastor or Erin Walsh for that matter.
I love it, and I didn't know that we would be having a joyful skirt off.
You are having a very
We just
major...
keep sort of attacking each other with our skirts.
Not long after that, the two actresses brought that exact same energy to the Oscars stage and immediately started teasing their boss right in front of Meryl Streep.
Hey, Meryl. I love you. Why doesn't she have her cappuccino? Did you get her cappuccino?
I thought you were going to get it.
Look how she's smiling as though it doesn't bother her. Such a good actress.
If you don't want cupcake frosting all over your nose, you might want to learn Anne Hathaway's overly serious way of eating a cupcake.
Take the top. And you pull it apart.
You like a whoopie pie almost, like you
and
make
then
it
you
to where
have
it's
a
like
sandwich and you don't get frosting up your nose.
Sir, go. Sir, back, a little further back, please, sir. Ready?
I need it.
Whoa. Cutting, reset.
Anne Hathaway doesn't try to seem perfect. She turns her flaws into part of her charm, and somehow makes everything funny in a very intelligent way.
Fans are really excited about this. It was a couple days ago we finally saw the first photos of you as Catwoman. How do you fit into that suit?
A lot of lead time. Tricep curls and, you know.
But you're in phenomenal shape right now.
Bench kicks, I don't know.
How much weight have you lost to get into this shape right now?
Not just ask me that
No, I'm
question.
just saying, you're like,
what a forward young man you are.
Privacy. Number 2, you always have to look just right. Number 3. Are you okay?
Behind the image of a perfectly polished movie star, Anne Hathaway has always been surprisingly good at turning even the most serious conversations into something unexpectedly fun.
You know, people come up and such good intentions, but they're like, oh, do you know what you're having? And I was like, nope. And then they were like, when's it due? I'm like, May. But I was carrying really big up front, so like by the end of it, I would say like, you know, when are you due? And I'm like, oh, May. And people would be like, ugh.
Oh my God.